All right, today we're going to open up this super value pack from 1982. It was a $7.50 value then that you could get for $1.29. Oh, wouldn't that be nice today? You're going to pay about 100 times that now. So instead of paying $10, you're going to pay about 120 bucks for a bag like this. Maybe you could get one as low as 80 or 90. There are 25 packs, but only 13 of them are the Donruss puzzle packs. And so let's start by pulling everything out and show you what's in it. I already cut this corner off, so it should be easy. So we start with some your favorite photo cards or stickers. I have no idea what that is, so we're going to open up one of those. We'll just keep one out and put the rest in for storage for later. You've got some 1982, the Dark Crystal. These ones, if you want to get a pack like this on eBay, it's going to run you $3 or $4, so not a lot. So not a ton of value out of these. We'll open one of those and set the rest aside to open later. It looks like we've got a few more of these sticker packs here, so let's throw those back in. Then we do have our Donruss baseball with our puzzle pieces. It looks like it's Babe Ruth is the puzzle, so that will be a fun one for 82. And there's our packs. Now, I know some people hold on to the wrappers and stuff, but I just can't stand to hold on to a plastic bag like that, so that's going in the trash. Most of these are going to go in here for later. But let's open two of them. We'll open the rest of those. I love this little display. I got this from Titan Display. And it's a fun way to just hold on to your wax packs. All right, we'll save those two for last. Our chase card here is going to be the Cal Ripken rookie card. But there's a bunch of Hall of Famers and other stuff. I'm so curious what's in here. So let's start with this. It was made by Donruss in 1982. And I don't know if these are sports or if they're popular media or if they're just random. I honestly have no idea what's in these packs. All right, we've got Knight Rider. Awesome. Are these all Knight Rider? All right, so it looks like they're all Knight Rider cards. I tolerated Knight Rider then. I tried watching it again recently, and it's horrible. Let's open one more pack just to make sure they're not all Knight Rider. I'll just pick a random one in the middle. I'm so curious now, because it just says your favorite, but are they all Knight Rider, or were there different things that you could get here? Because that might increase the value if there's a bunch of stuff. They're not in great condition. And more Knight Rider. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, so those are our Knight Rider. It looks like you can make a puzzle on the back, so maybe we'll try to complete that at some point. Next, we've got the Dark Crystal. Full color trading cards here. And I'll probably hold on to this wrapper. I have a small wrapper collection. Oh, rounded edges. I didn't know that was a thing back then. Okay, so we've got our Dark Crystal. Let's see if we get any cool looking. I don't know if there's any actual cards of value in this set. I think they're all equal. And it does have information on the back about them, but it doesn't look like it's a plain card game or anything. It's just information. So nothing too exciting there. All right, that's our Dark Crystal cards. Now the good stuff. We're trying to pull a Cal Ripken, hoping that these are just in decent condition. I guess I paid more of a premium. I thought I was getting 25 packs of this, and I only got 13. So it wasn't nearly the deal I thought, but it'd still be a good deal if we pull a Cal Ripken. And a bunch of other great players from, the early 80s, great Hall of Famers. That was a good time for baseball. So we got part of Babe's face. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we've got here. Silvio Martinez, Tony Bernazard, Mario Mendoza, Dave LaRoche, Joe Simpson, Gary Lucas, Doyle Alexander, John McNamara, Bill Allman, Danny Boone, Larry Anderson, Hoskin Powell, Dan Ford, Jim Sundberg, and Ken Force. So not a great pack there. I feel like I kind of struck out on pack number 1, but hope is not all lost. We have one more pack. Let's at least pull an All-Star or a Diamond King. That would be cool. Man, I'd love to get like an Ozzie Smith would be cool. Ricky Henderson, early card. You know, those aren't their rookie years, but early cards, that would be cool. All right, here we go. These are thick puzzle pieces. They were a lot thicker back then. That's like twice the size of other puzzles, so interesting. All right, we have a Sparky Lyle, Jerry Garvin, Britt Burns, Kiko Garcia, Bill Bedrone, manager Don Money, Lee May, Rusty Staub, John Candelaria, Al Hrabowski, Larry McWilliams. Hey, that's a great card for me. I'm a big Danny Ainge fan, basketball and baseball. That's going to be our token good card. Junior Kennedy, Al Williams, and Ton Hugh. Let's open one more pack. I don't want to end. I want to get at least an All-Star. Come on. Third time's the charm, or 3 strikes and you're out. Either way, this will be our last pack. Come on, get something good here. All right, thick puzzle. Oh, good, we got the face. That's nice. Tim Foley, John Henry Johnson. That is a cool looking card. What a wind-up. Bill Stein, Floyd Bannister. He was a great pitcher in the later 80s. Tommy Herr, loved him with the cards. So that's that's something that would have been in my PC as a kid. Ed Lynch, Dave Smith, Glenn Adams, Jim Palmer. We got a Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know my baseball like I should, but pretty sure Jim Palmer is a Hall of Famer. We'll put him up with let's get our Danny Ainge back up. Sorry, I didn't pull out any holders. Luis Salazar, Dave Bergman, Gary Allenson, Bruce Benedict, Tim Laudner, and Del Murphy, one of my favorite players of all time. All right, we didn't strike out. That was a good pack. Jim Palmer, Del Murphy, and that's what you get in your Super Donruss pack. So, pretty cool.